This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by WindowWorks.
Hi again. When veterans transition from service, they often have great skills, but a bit of uncertainty about where they fit into the civilian employment picture. One local property services company called WindowWorks is committed to hiring veterans for competitive wage jobs and for opportunities to grow in the solar panel industry. We welcome WindowWorks owner Zach Davis and Soldier for Solar's Sergeant Sean Schaefer. That's a lot going on there with a lot of alliteration today. Zach, tell me a bit about WindowWorks and how the Soldiers for Solar came about.
We're a pretty basic property service company offering window cleaning, roof and gutter cleaning, ladder type services.
Yeah.
And we were tasked to clean solar panels for...
Which I didn't even know needed to happen, but you have to clean them for them to work correctly.
Right. They start losing efficiency about it after a year, and so about a year plan is good to go on. We were tasked to clean panels for a local company, and then we developed some equipment to clean them with a local cleaning supply company. And we created a really efficient process and just started going to work. We were having problems finding solid employment, and the common sense answer ended up being hiring military. We found a program called Work of Honor out of Fort Lewis, and we found a group of a solid pool of employees that all know how to show up to work on time.
Yep, and get a job done to completion.
Correct.
And so you probably had some discoveries about the work habits and the abilities of veterans, even if they were working on something that had nothing to do with what they might have done in the military. What did you discover beyond the dependability?
There's definitely a different communication that we had to adjust to, and problems. Not so much problems, but the communication of knowing when to stop working, or when to do something, when to just know when to stop, and instead of just powering through and getting anything done at any cost.
That's a good problem to have with employees, though, right?
It's a great problem to have. It's a different problem than we were used to having.
Than you'd ever had before.
Right.
Sean, what's your role with this program?
I am just with the Soldiers for Solar.
Right.
Sorry, I'm doing, I help with the hiring process and help kind of being that bridge from transition soldiers to help translate some of the skills that you learned or they learned in the military and kind of transitioning over to what we do in our field, and just kind of being that liaison of help and like leadership.
Did you experience that yourself, the little bit of bumpiness making that transition?
I did, but the military does a real good job of helping, highlight your skills and kind of
giving you an idea about how to communicate about it, right? Because if you're not doing the exact same thing you were doing in the military, but your abilities translate to almost anything.
Yeah, and they kind of highlight those areas and make it an easier transition.
And so what kind of difference does that make in the life of a veteran to have somebody who will not only just on the military side but on the civilian side help make that transition complete and get them into a growing industry like solar?
It's a great program. It's a great opportunity, and I'm just happy to just show the civilian side of what we do in the military, kind of show our skills and
how to make it work. Give an example for other people. Zach, tell us a little bit about the increased solar power benefits and the incentives in Washington State, because we obviously like to take advantage of solar power, and then we will need you to come out and clean the panels. But what are some of the benefits?
Washington State just increased their solar incentive. So to add solar power to your home, there's a tremendous amount of incentive that can be given. Homes are given the opportunity to get a check from a power company instead of be constantly paying.
That would be pretty cool.
And with the growing cost of energy, the affordability of a solar system is is almost identical to paying an energy bill at the
Yeah,
moment.
it makes good sense, and we might have this kind of myth that because it's cloudy or rains a lot that those panels aren't effective for us, but they are.
Correct, correct. And Seattle is a great place for solar. Solar performs better without a tremendous amount of heat. And so Seattle is actually a great place for solar, and especially with all the incentive, customers and homeowners are in a really good position to make some money off of the current incentive plan.
So do you have some new opportunities that will benefit some of the veterans?
Our program went from strictly servicing to becoming a real lightning rod of generating leads for the solar industry, which killed a bunch of birds with one stone for us as a company. Our program works as a technician, so Sean can show up on a home to clean solar and ask simply if they know anyone else interested. And then we take those leads and disperse them amongst the solar companies that we work for, and they pay us both for leads and on commission to sales to go towards Soldiers for Solar.
That's great. That's wonderful. And you have a special offer for our viewers. Would you like to tell us about that?
Yeah, we have an offer going right now where our company would love to sit down, explain some solar incentive to anyone, homeowners in the Washington area. There's a free Nest home thermostat available.
Oh, those things are great.
With the purchase of a system, and if we get the opportunity to come out and talk to someone, we'll bring a Starbucks gift card, explain the incentive and the money that can be made on a solar system. And
that is awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you both. I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad this is working out. As Zach mentioned, WindowWorks is offering New Day viewers a Nest thermostat with their solar panel purchase. If you'd like to learn more about WindowWorks and specifically its Soldiers for Solar program, please go to eastsidewindowcleaning.com. We'll have that on our website for you as well. Coming up next, a Sunset Supper Party to support a very great organization. We are cooking up something delicious right after this break.